Well, it looks like I am live. Happy Friday afternoon. Is it already, gosh, the 24th, I believe so, of March? This month has blown by as well. Thought I'd do an impromptu little live streaming here. We're live streaming on Chuck DeBroder Professional Personal Facebook profile, also on the Sleep Optimizer Mastermind. We're on Lightning Hypnosis YouTube, and I believe we're on Twitch as well, all the gamers. If you're live with me, I would encourage you to just give permission to our streaming service and then drop a hello, drop a comment in there, and we will acknowledge you. Now, what kind of food and drinks influence your sleep? Let's think about that. Now, have you ever eaten a dish a little too close to bedtime and it influenced the way you sleep? It kept you up. Well, this is a little slideshow that I'm putting together right now on how food and drinks influence our sleep. It is 12:31 on Friday, March 24th. I am master hypnotist, complete mind therapist, and the sleep optimizer, Chuck DeBroder. I'm also the hypnotic weatherman. It's a little cold outside. Well, cold for us. We're spoiled here in the desert where 59 degrees is cold, but it is kind of cold. We were in the 80s the other day, a couple days ago, 73 yesterday in El Paso, Texas. Let us know if you're watching this live stream and want to know about the foods. Let's dive into it. I believe we populated on all the social media platforms. We are simultaneously live streaming on Lightning Hypnosis YouTube, on Chuck DeBroder Twitch, the Sleep Optimizer Mastermind private Facebook group. And if you'd like to join that, just message me, and then the Chuck DeBroder profile page. Okay, let's go into the first slide here of how do food and drinks influence our sleep. And let's go full screen on this, baby, as we'll be able to read it here. And did you know that food right here is the process in which we get essential nutrients? We all know that. And boy, it's a vital function for us to eat and eat properly. But we want to know what food items negatively impact or affect our sleep patterns. So here we go with our second graphic here, as you are watching a program that I just impromptu put together from some slides that I'll be posting on the Sleep Optimizer Mastermind group. Foods that are highly seasoned with hot spices can become stimulated. Did you know if you eat something spicy, it will wake you up? And then it will also potentially upset your digestive system. And how many of you all have been kept up and had to get up to take some sort of digestive relief medication or drink some water just because your stomach was upset? Now, foods that cause dyspepsia due to flatulence. Yeah, a little methane gas we're talking about. Legumes, acidity, hot spices, coffee, and alcohol all keep you from sleeping. And fatty foods, those that have diuretic properties, can also affect your sleep. So there you go. All those foods will wake you up. Now, we know about coffee, but did you know that coffee takes 8 hours for its effects to wear off from your body? Let's go back to coffee here real quick. We're going to go back a little bit in my little movie. Here we go. And alcohol we'll get to in just a second as well. You're watching Chuck DeBroder, little sleep tips that were impromptu. You can tell they're impromptu because I'm still just like going through them right now. We're going to stop and then play again. There we go. So we had foods that cause dyspepsia due to flatulence, methane gas, hot spices, coffee, alcohol, chocolate, mint, fatty foods. Okay, so caffeine, chocolate has a little bit of caffeine as well, but coffee, tea, guarana, cocoa, mate, colas, although we're quite familiar with the caffeine in coffee, it's important to take into account that chocolate and tea, although they don't contain as much caffeine as coffee, they have a stimulating action due to their theobromine and their theophylline content. Did you know that? Well, now you do. And did you know that coffee caffeine takes 8 hours to process through your body and 12 hours to completely evacuate your body? So the impacts of caffeine or the stimulation can last as much as 8 hours. Now, a lot of us have a little nightcap, a little drink, or say we went out for a Friday night fun night with all our friends and happy hour. Alcoholic beverages, although in the short term, these beverages are a depressant and they cause drowsiness and can induce sleep, in the long term, they affect the structure of sleep, decreasing deep sleep and causing you to awaken early. Did you know that alcohol does not allow you to get into stage 4 or REM stage sleep? And that is the most reparative, regenerative. It's like rebooting your phone stage of sleep. We need to get into REM stage sleep, and alcohol keeps us from doing that. And I saw Matthew Walker, who is a sleep psychologist, well, he's a neurologist expert, and he says that, alcoholics, when they shake in detoxing, it's not DTs from detoxing. It is another word medically that describes the effect of your brain finally attempting to connect to your dreaming mechanism. Now we start to dream in stage 3, theta stage of sleep, but alcohol keeps us from dreaming to relieve the stress of our mind. You're watching master hypnotist and sleep specialist Chuck DeBroder, the sleep optimizer. So there you go there. Now, chocolate can have all kinds of effects on your sleep. Colas, now again, coffee, the stimulant of the caffeine takes as much as 8 hours to go out of your body, or at least relieve the impact and stimulation. But then it takes as much as 12 hours for caffeine to process through. And there are some chemicals in chocolate and tea that work as a stimulant as well. And then alcohol keeps us from dropping into stage 4, which is the best stage of sleep, the stage of sleep that I help my clients get into. Now, what kind of foods should you eat? Well, here's what I've kind of put together a little photo here of some of the things that help you eat. Now, magnesium, you want to increase that right there. Bananas have potassium and magnesium. Almonds, Brazil nuts, and that those nuts are so beneficial. Pistachios have the highest amount of melatonin. Now, you do also want to reset your brain's chemical production by getting 10 minutes or so of daylight in the morning. And when you get that daylight, it shuts off the cortisol, which your body produces to wake you up. There's only 2 times that cortisol is good in your body: when you awaken and when there is a bear. And actually, you're not supposed to run from a bear, but it's fight or flight chemicals there. And that is something that is beneficial for you as well. More and more, the brain food of mushrooms is being touted all over the internet, and spinach and even some chives there, as well as onions, are so good for the blood right there. Now, I like to show this picture. This is my client Marius, who has given me permission to show this, but he was on multiple pills and sleeping really not at all. And we got him from, gosh, 18 plus pills that he was on. Now, it would normally kill somebody, but that is his bag of pills that we got Marius Price off of. And there he is right there. It took about 3 months under the guidance and in connection with a physician, but we got him down to just one sleeping pill. And it was tough to get him off that final sleeping pill until we got him to become a non-drinker. And once he became a non-drinker, then he stopped taking any sort of pills. He now sleeps, well, first it was 5 hours, then 6. I believe he's up to 7 hours of sleep now. So avoid spicy foods, avoid chocolate before you go to bed, avoid tea. We all know about caffeine. Cut off your last cup of coffee about 6-8 hours before you plan to go to sleep. So I want you to go out and make it a fun and wonderful weekend and have a restful night tonight. But I thought I'd do a quick live stream. It is impromptu. You can tell by just my kind of winging it here. But I wanted to talk about the food and drinks that influence your sleep. Now, if you would like a free 30 to 45-minute consultation with me on optimizing your sleep, optimizing your life by reducing anxiety, erasing depression, and then we deal with and eliminate your real challenges. Drop a little message on any one of these social media platforms, and I will get in contact with you, and I'll give you actual advice that I give to my clients. And if we're a good fit, then I'll paint a picture of what it'll look like when we work together. All right, send it out some positive vibrations. And here's to getting a full night's rest. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.